So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail? Smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for gold? Hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change. And did you exchange a walk-on part in the war for a lead role in a game? How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. What have we found? The same old fears. I wish you were So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain. Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail? A smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts? Hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change. And did you exchange a walk-on part in the war for a lead role in a cage? How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. But have we found the same old fears? I wish you were something like that. Whatever. Hey, somebody's here. What's up, Murphy? Hold on. Glad you stopped by. Feeling kind of like a Pink Floyd mood right now. I'm trying to blow smoke right now. Whether you think they'll drop the bomb, whether you think they'll like this song, whether you think they'll try to break my ball. Trust the government. Mama, should I run for president? It's a nightmare there right now. Oh, dang. Where are you at? You say Turkey? Turkey? I'm glad I can help you relax. Sorry it's a nightmare there. That sucks, man. Anything you want to share with me? I'm just glad I can help you relax a little bit. Traveling, someplace I got to go. Somewhere far from you, far from anyone that we both know. It's just time to start again. Let go and get my grip. Back in touch with what's in front of me. I got to pull myself together. Someone that I have to be. Hell and back didn't seem like that far, but it was far enough for me. I never will forget the things that at the time I didn't even see. Now it's all just as plain as day to me. I will lose myself and find everyone else. Try to tie it all together. Try to tie it all together. I got to tie it together now. Tie it together now. Got to tie it together now. I got to tie it all together and make sense of this life. Try keeping it together. I feel like we all could be a lot more satisfied with the way we live around each other. People you know, you got to travel sometimes to figure out if you're alright. Well, I'll see you on the other side. Yeah, so long, goodbye, I'm gone, baby. I just got to move on. Well, I'll see you on the other side. Yeah, so long, goodbye, I'm gone, baby. I just got to move on. Well, I got to keep on traveling. Got to keep on traveling. Traveling. Someplace that I got to go. Somewhere far away from you. Far from anyone that we both know. It's just time to start again. Let go and get my grip. Back in touch with what's in front of me. I've got to pull myself together. There's someone that I have to be. Hell and back didn't seem like that far, but it was far enough for me. I never will forget the things that at the time I didn't even see. Now it's all just as plain as day to me. I will lose myself and find everyone else. Try to tie it all together. Try to tie it all together. Got to tie it together now. Tie it together. Tie it together now. Tie it together now. Tie it together. Got to tie it all together and make sense of this life. Try keeping it together. I feel like we all could be a lot more satisfied with the way we live around each other. People you know, you got to travel sometimes to figure out if you're alright. Well, I'll see you on the other side. Yeah, yes, so long goodbye, I'm gone, baby. I just got to move on. And I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you on the other side. Yes, so long, so long. Yes, so long, goodbye, I'm gone. I'm only yeah, so long, goodbye, I'm gone. How does that go? Yeah, so long, goodbye, I'm gone. But I'm only traveling. That's not how it goes. Yeah, so long, goodbye, I'm gone. But I'm only traveling. I'm only traveling, traveling. I'll send you a postcard. So long, goodbye, I'm gone. I'm only traveling, traveling. Whatever. Have the birds for an audience around here. Sometimes they applaud heavily after certain songs. Want me to play more? Okay, I'll play more. What do you want me to play? Oh, yeah? You like that one and you want that one? Well, which one should I play? Okay, it's up to me. Well, I guess I'll choose between those two songs. I speak bird, in case you were wondering. This bird wanted to hear this one and this one. I wanted to hear the other one. I'm going to play the other one. It goes like this. Thank you very much. The birds love that one. I think they like the songs that I whistle. Papa was a rolling snowball. Wherever he laid, flat was was his home. He rolled away one cold, cold day. You know he's out there rolling still down this hill. You know the further he rolled, the bigger he got. Now he got so big that he could not stop. Roll on, Papa. Woo! Hey, Papa was a rolling snowball. Wherever he lay flat was his home. Yes, he rolled away one cold, cold day. He's out there rolling still down this hill until they burst through the front door, melted into a puddle on the floor. Then Mama came in and mopped his ass up. And snowball too, just is rolling after you. Wherever you lay flat is your home. Man, this string is already peeled. I can't believe it's so annoying. The G strings always come unwound. It's so embarrassing. I hate it. My G string's coming unwound again, and it fucks up the way it sounds. It's like the string that's the thinnest that's still wound, because on a six string you have acoustic. Typically you have four wound strings that are wound with like the copper, bronze, alloy, or whatever. And then you have the two skinniest strings that are not wound. And it's the one that's the skinniest wound string, the one that's right before those two. It's the G string. And it always comes unwound. It didn't used to do that. That was a problem I never had. I played guitar for like 30 years. Never had that problem before. And lately, I mean, it's been like a couple years now. I've noticed this is a new problem. And I've had it happen on different guitars and different packs of strings. I've tried every pack of strings now at this point. They all have the same problem. I mean, they might all be coming from the same factory for all I know, but regardless, and the quality has gone down. I don't know if I'm the only one experiencing this problem, but the G string always comes unwound. It's really comfortable. I don't like it. I don't want to wear a G string that's coming unwound. I mean, what the fuck? It's embarrassing. It all happened so fast. First you laugh, well, next thing you know, everyone claps. It's the end of the show, and you're just supposed to know where your hands go. Your hands go together. You offer a round of applause. It's a round of applause. It's a round that's round. It's a round. It's a sound that surrounds. It's a round of applause. It surrounds you. It's a sound of applause. It's a round. It's a circle of a sound that surrounds you. It's a round of applause. It's around you. It's a circle of a sound that surrounds you. It's a circle of a sound that surrounds you. It's just a round of applause. It's circling around you. A circle of a sound that surrounds you. But you'll find later from a greater point of view that what looked like a straight line you... No, what is it? Well, you've been circling and circling around, coming full circle on a sound. Circling and circling around, coming full circle on a sound. On a ring that rings in a ring till it brings you back around, full circle on a sound. Skip it to the beat of a redundant drum that comes in on the one and the off. Due to the continuum being ripped, it repeats and repeats and repeats and repeats and repeats. It all happens so fast. First you laugh, next thing you know, everyone claps. At the end of the show, when you're just supposed to know where the hands go. Together you offer a round of applause. It's a round of a sound. It's a sound of a... It's a round sound that surrounds you. It's a sound of surround sound that surrounds you. It's a sound of applause. It's a circle of a sound that surrounds you. You're circling and circling around, full circle on a sound, on a ring that rings and a ring till it brings you back around, full circle on a sound. Skip it to the beat of a redundant drum that comes in on the one and the offbeat. Due to the continuum being ripped, it repeats and repeats and repeats, and it re-repeats.
until I have each nuance interpreted in a response that is quite clever. You might see me and say whatever, but I'm on my way to break the record. The best way to break to a broken record. You might see me and say whatever, but I'm on my way to break the record. The best way to break to a broken record. It's like skipping to it's like a broken record. It's like a skipping record. It's like skipping to the beat of a redundant drum. It's a skipping to the broken record. I've been breaking to a skipping record. Break to a skipping broken beat. I've been breaking to the beat of a broken record. I've been skipping to the broken record. I've been breaking to the beat of a skipping skipping broken. It's like a skipping broken record. I've been breaking to the beat of a skipping record. I've been skipping to the beat of a broken record. I've been skipping and I'm breaking to a broken and a skipping record. I've been skipping and I'm breaking to a broken and a skipping record. I've been skipping to the beat of a redundant drum that comes in on the one and the offbeat due to the continuum being ripped. If you rip the space-time continuum, then the Mandela effect occurs. And that's when things get all fucked up. People start remembering things differently and everything goes, oh, it's an internet phenomenon. No, it's not. The Mandela effect is most certainly not an internet phenomenon. And I'll tell you why I know this for a fact. Because I was really slow getting online myself. I didn't go online until I heard about the flat Earth, which was like 2016, 17, or something around there. Then I started talking to people online. Prior to that, I didn't give a fuck. I was in a band. I was just doing my own thing. I was just old school. I was around before there were computers and internet, so I was really slow jumping on board. That's beside the point. But one day I was busy texting somebody, and it was like I had a phone. It wasn't a smartphone, I don't think, but it was the kind of phone that would like correct your text for you, if you spelled something wrong. And I was somewhere, I was texting a friend of mine, and I was like, I'm in kind of a dilemma, and I spelled dilemma Dilemma. And then it corrected it for me, and I'm like, wait, what? And two M's. I'm like, yeah, that looks right, but that's not how I remember it though. And like I recall like learning how to. I'm a good speller. I know how to spell good. I used to go to spelling bees when I was in school. And I remember training myself how to spell that word, dilemma. I would pronounce it wrong, so I could remember there's a silent N in it. And and I had that memory in my mind. I'm like, oh, so what the fuck? Why did I remember it like that then? It's not like it has an N sound in it. It's not like I'd want to put that N there just for the hell of it. Like it doesn't sound like it has an N, but that's how I was trained to spell it. So I'm like, what the fuck? Was having this cognitive dissonance going, what in the hell? I mean, it doesn't really need the N, that's true. And then maybe they just fixed it or something. I'm like, nah, that's, what the hell's going on here? Like maybe I'm confusing it with another word. And I'm trying to think. I'm just like, well, fuck. I was in a dilemma at the time, so I didn't have time to sit there and fucking worry about it in the space-time continuum. And I was like, fuck, whatever. I just carried on with my life and forgot about it. But for that brief moment, I was all like, going through my memories, going, wait a minute, this is not right. I mean, it has an N. Is there something wrong? But I just kind of let go. I never knew about any mandala effect. I was like, this is early on. This is probably maybe 2007 or I don't know. It was a long time before I got online because many years passed. And then I heard about flat Earth, like I said, and I started talking to people online and conspiracy theories and stuff. And eventually I ran into, I think it was Brian Stavely, who was doing Mandala Effect content, and he was talking about it, and I found it interesting, and I was listening to it. And some of them were like, yeah, that's kind of weird, but I wasn't completely sold on it yet. I was just kind of like, well, this is kind of weird, but some of them kind of fucked with me a little bit, like just certain ones, but like Ed McMahon and his big checks. I think that might be a. I think he really did have big checks there for a different company. I don't know about all that, but anyways, one day I'm talking to some people in there, and somebody mentioned how the word dilemma used to have an N in it, and how that was a mandala effect. And I'm like, wait, what? And the whole thing came rushing back into my head. I'm like, whoa, because I remember like years and years prior to that, I was trying to spell dilemma, and the thing corrected me, and I was like having that cognitive dissonance. I'm like, how's it spelled with two M's now? And I'm like, but then it turns out there's millions of other people that had that same fucking memory. I wasn't the only one. I thought I was having my own personal brain fart, and I just kind of like, I guess I'm crazy, and I just carried on with my life. But then it turns out I wasn't fucking crazy, or there's millions of other people that are crazy with me, and it was kind of comforting. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm mandala affected, and I have been for a long time, turns out. Had nothing to do with the internet. I was just all by myself one day trying to spell a word. But then years later, I found out it was a mandala effect, you know. So then I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm mandala affected. I didn't know, you know. I mean, that's just a name that people call it. It's just like whatever. But you know what it is like people remembering things that aren't that way anymore, and apparently they never were that way. And so it's like, you know, they just, it has a silent N in the word, but it was so silent it's not even there anymore. Okay, it makes sense. At least the mandala effect fixed something in that case. I mean, now no kid has to pronounce it wrong to remember how to spell it like I did, but now I'm just crazy. I have memories that don't mean anything. I have memories that are just like totally flawed. I guess I just hallucinated that whole experience, which doesn't make any sense. I've never done that before. I never hallucinated an entire experience about spelling a word. Come on, give me a break. Why would I do that? It's not like a word that's begging to have an N put in it. So the fact that people, you know, around the world also share that memory with me, it seems kind of strange. Yeah, G string problem, 16 alpha V, like the kind on a guitar. Hmm. Today has been a real chemtraily day. They started off with a bang, man. I was filming them out here. They're just back and forth across the sky. I was like, fuck these guys. I mean, how could people watch that and think that there's not something, not something going on? It's like, what would it look like if it really was being? That's what you got to ask the naysayers. Like, what would it look like if they really were spraying the sky? You show them my videos from this morning, and they'd have to say, well, you know, you got a point there. Like condensation shouldn't spread out and like be this huge web. That kind of doesn't make sense, you know, and that's not how condensation works. Barium, aluminum, it's running down to lithium and mercury are just a few of the metal particulates they say that they're spraying on you. Oh, it's not condensation, it's a chemical cloud. That's why it don't dissipate, it just spreads out and drips down all over you. Goodbye, blue sky, here they come again. Oh, it never ends, 'cause your job is never done when you're blocking out the sun. Your job is never done when you're blocking out the sun. Barium, aluminum, strong. Lithium and mercury are just a few of the metal particulates they say they're spraying on you. Well, it's not condensation, it's the chemical cloud. That's why it don't dissipate, it just spreads out and drips down all over you. Goodbye, blue sky, here they come again. Oh, it never ends, 'cause your job is never done when you're blocking out the sun. Your job is never done when you're blocking out the sun. Your job is never done when you're blocking out the sun. Oh, your job is never done. scatter on dawn's highway the fragile eggshell minds bleeding on the pavement. This is the end, beautiful friend. The end. This is the end, my only friend. The end of everything that stands. The end, all elaborate plans. The end, no safety, no surprise. The end, I'll never look into your eyes again. Can you picture what will be so limitless and free? Desperately in need of some stranger's desperate land, waiting for that summer rain. This is the end. This is the end. Can you picture what will be? Can you picture what will be? So limitless and free. Limitless. On this infinite plane in which we exist. There are limits, though, for people, for life. Because the sun can only go so far before it's back over your head again. 24 hours. It moves about 1,000 miles per hour, so it's about a 24,000-mile circle it's making. And then it's back over your head again, and then it moves in the analemma throughout the course of the year. It's like an infinity symbol. And so it just continues on its circuit like that, and that's where it's going. It doesn't go anywhere else. So it's making that circuit right there, and it's doing its daily loops. So you have this infinity symbol with all these little rings. It's kind of like an infinity spiral that goes around. And and so that's where the sun's at, and the sun's light can only go so far. And then it attenuates. And so basically beyond that, because the earth is flat, beyond that, it's like it's cold because there's no sun and there's no light and there's no warmth and it's always night. And so it's ice, 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 baby. And so you're not going to live there. There's not going to be life there. So there's got to be a place on earth where nobody goes because it's too fucking cold and it's just off limits. It's just like there's no life there. So there's no reason to go there. You die. So that's, you know, if Earth was flat the way it looks like it is and the way it is, basically, then there would have to be a place on Earth where nobody really goes. I mean, like, you probably wouldn't be allowed to go there just because it's too dangerous. Like, all the nations of the world would unite to, like, guard this perimeter to make sure nobody goes there because it's just like death and it kind of exposes their bogus fucking cosmology they've been shoving down our throat for so long. But that's just, I mean, I'm talking Antarctica. It'd have to be a place where there's no country. It's just like unincorporated, just undeveloped. There's no infrastructure because you die. It would have to be a place like that. I mean, that's just crazy. It's crazy talk. There wouldn't be a place like that on Earth. It's a ball. It's just a big, perfect ball. We've been everywhere. Not. See, if the Earth was a ball, there's certain things that would have to happen that simply cannot happen on a realm that presents itself as being planar, the way the Earth does. And I'll explain to you what that one thing is. It's the crux of this whole situation, the problem that we have with the globe Earth, the reason there's so many flat earthers. Well, one thing, it's our objective reality. We call them objective reality earthers. So, on a planar realm such as Earth that we exist, if we draw a circumference on the surface of the Earth, it's impossible to make a smaller circumference around the outside of that. I'm talking about on the surface of the Earth. Draw a circular piece of property. You can't make a smaller circle around the outside of that circle that you just made on the surface of the Earth. That's impossible. And you'll find that it's going to be bigger every time. So if you set out to make concentric circles on the face of the Earth right now, you would realize that the circles keep getting bigger. That's what concentric circles are. They keep getting bigger, they keep expanding wider and wider. And you'll know right quick that as long as there's more Earth beyond the entire perimeter of your circumference that you've made, the last one, all the other circles are in the middle of this circle, they get wider, it's expanding in every direction. As long as there's more Earth beyond your last circle that you made, you can keep making bigger ones. That's all you need to know. As long as there's more Earth beyond your last circle, which there will be, you can continue making bigger circles. And you sure as fuck cannot make a smaller circle. Nope. That's impossible. And we all know that intuitively. It's something that's not even worth mentioning, except for the fact that on a globe, those concentric circles could only get so big. And that would be the median. The median is the biggest circle you can make on the globe Earth. And then after that, if you keep making concentric circles, well, they're going to start to shrink somehow and get smaller and smaller and smaller. That's the result you will not find on a realm that presents itself as being planar. It's impossible. And so the globe model is devoid, it's bunked, it's impossible. It's not logical, and it cannot be true. And all you have to do is just think about it to figure that out. And all it takes is a little bit of thought. You don't even need a visual demonstration. You just have to be able to follow my words, my train of thought that I'm speaking. Most people can't. So I haven't really woken up that many people with my profound insight on reality. But whatever. I don't care. People can think they're on a globe if they want. But the thing is, they don't really think they're on a globe. I have talked to the most staunchest against flat earthers that I've fucking can find, like Duffy and fucking McToon and these clowns, Sean Hawkins. I've talked to them in chats and I've asked them, I caught their attention. Hey, McToon, hey, Sean Hawkins, if I draw a circle on the ground, can you draw a smaller circle around the outside of it? One word answer, no. But if I draw a bigger circle, then can you? No. What if I draw a fucking massive circle? Then can you draw a smaller circle around the outside of it? No. Why you keep saying this? I'm like, so are you saying that the size of the circle I draw is irrelevant? It'll always be impossible to draw a smaller circle around the outside of another circle on the surface of the Earth? Yeah. Why are you asking me all this? Okay, so the circles have to just keep getting bigger, right? Obviously, they just keep getting bigger all the way out then, right? Right. Okay. Well, great. That's what I thought too. Okay, well, welcome to Flat Earth. Wait, what? Earth? And then they have to start changing their stupid answers because they'd never even thought about this shit. But it's too late because they already agreed with me, and I know that they're a flat earther intuitively. They just never bothered thinking about the thing that they're actually arguing in favor of. Typical globers. They're not even really globers, turns out. Even Duffy, they all walk right into my little trap. I mean, I can't believe it. I mean, I'll spell it out. I'm like, so the circles just have to get bigger all the way out. They just have to. There's no other way. And they agree. And I'm like, you realize you just debunked your globe Earth by agreeing with me. Ha. I mean, it's not hard to trick these fucking nimwits, dude. Really. I mean, because when you think about it, if they're still believing in the globe Earth after it's been brought to their attention that it's bullshit, well then, there's something going on there. I mean, because once I was like, oh wait, what? I never even thought about the fact that the Earth actually is kind of flat, and it doesn't really feel like it's moving. Huh. I never even thought about it. I just took it on faith. They tricked me. I was just like 5 years old. I mean, I learned that shit when I was a little kid, too young to fucking think, maybe these people don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. If I could go back, man, I'd let them have hell. Be like, so show me how you draw a smaller circle around the. You can't do it, can you? You can demonstrate it on your little toy globe model, but that's about it. That's all you're going to do. It's not going to happen in reality. It can't, because Earth presents itself as being planar, so that simply cannot happen. The globe Earth is devoid of logic. It's not possible. It can't be true. And they've been faking their space shit for so long now, and it's like people are going to start to realize that, like, nobody's going to space, nobody's going around the moon, nobody's in a fucking space station doing somersaults for 20 years. No, that's just not happening. They're acting like they are, and they do. And the more money you shovel at NASA, the more rinky dink they get. It almost appears to be low budget. But $80 million a day, you think it'd be enough to pay for a better presentation of their international space station? And when they do their spacewalk, it looks like they're in a swimming pool on Earth. When you see those bubbles in space, bubbles in space, and you see that duper's look of delight on their face while they're doing that science. The science of deception, oh for shame. They got a lot of hairspray. You gotta use a lot of hairspray if you wanna make your hair look that way. Like you're in a low G environment. Ooh, I think it's just an ugly hairdo. But the more money you shovel at NASA, the more rinky dink they get. It almost appears to be low budget. But $80 million a day, you think you'd have more to say for yourself. But we don't get a whole lot of things from, we don't get a whole lot of substance from these clowns spinning around doing their somersault science. Somersault science. Ooh, it's so important. We've sunk trillions of dollars into that science. Now they know they can do a somersault on a harness. Well, we've really come far, us as the human race. It occurred to me recently that the human race is just so pathetic. Like, we're a young society. There had to have been a reset not long ago. By my observations, I've just been analyzing the collective, the general average mentality of the population and the people that lead us, our leaders. They're dumb. And there's not much wisdom. There's a lack of wisdom, and there's so much potential that's just being shit all over because people are greedy and people are deceptive and they're evil, and they're just like distracted and all this fucking crap, and it's just such a weak mentality. The general mentality, I mean, the average person is a good person, but we're all being fucked with, and it's basically just this immature mentality that is the sign of a really young society. Like, we haven't been here that long, because the way that mentality, like, shapes your life. I mean, it's not fulfilling, it's not productive, and it's not spiritually. It doesn't lift us up. We don't get anywhere, and it's just a really bad way to think. This materialist, and just like, looking to authority, these authority figures that are just fucked off and just totally greedy and fucking deceptive, and it's just all of it is really immature. It's like the it's like like that little fucked off teenager like brat. It's like that mentality. It's a really young mentality that we have as a collective humanity, and I think that's the sign of a young society. Because I think if we'd been around for thousands of years, like we'd go through some of the school of hard knocks and be like, oh man, this idea of being led by greedy, deceptive, evil pieces of shit, it's not working out. We would have done away with that, and it would have just like, we're not getting anywhere. How come everybody's miserable? It's, we got to change our mindset, and it's like we would have evolved beyond where we're at right now a long time ago if we'd been around for thousands of years. We have the mentality of like the collective mentality of like a teenage, we're a young society. We haven't been around that long. It's the only explanation that makes any sense. Because had we been around for thousands of years, we'd be doing things a lot different, and we just there'd be a lot more wisdom, inherent wisdom that each person would be gifted with. But like, and we would be creating works that resembled the works of societies long gone, societies that used to be here that aren't here anymore, societies that built things that we have no fucking clue how they did it. And it's because they've been around for a lot longer than we are. As by the way I'm looking at it, I mean, it's like, how could we have spawned from the people that made these amazing creations? Like, there's no way. There's no way. You don't lose that amount of wisdom. It doesn't happen. We've been reset. We're like a new batch of people. That's the only explanation that makes any sense. Why would our wisdom be so lacking, and why would we see evidence of very wise civilizations in the past and then not have that same wisdom? Like, it doesn't make sense. So what I'm saying is that we must have been reset, and we're living in like a realm where there's some greater power that has, that's running an experiment or something, or it's just like whatever. I mean, they're trying to figure out how long it takes a soul to reach maturity or something, because right now, I mean, it's like we're not very mature. Our soul, our collective mentality as a race of beings, like we're missing out on a lot, and we're the potential of consciousness is not being met at all. Look at this shit. I mean, who would spray all this shit in the fucking sky? We all live here. Who would do that? A really fucked up bunch of people, people without any wisdom, people without any like compassion or like empathy for the rest of the world, or just without any fucking like common sense even. I mean, it's really pathetic if you ask me. And then who wouldn't notice this on top of that? Like, it's just a sign of like just, dude, people got to wake up, man. I mean, it doesn't really matter how young of society we are. I mean, it's just time to start thinking, you know, using our minds and using our consciousness to achieve greater ends. Because right now, it's not very good. I mean, the people that have all the wealth are just so fucking broken, and it's like, what? So that's your measure of success? I mean, it's just bass backwards through and through. It's just a mess. And that's what happens with a young civilization. They're going through the school of hard knocks. It takes a while before you figure it out. Another couple thousand years, if we don't fucking destroy ourselves, we'll be doing some pretty amazing stuff. But right now, the stuff that we have is just borrowed from previous civilizations, as far as I can see. Like, all this revolutions that have been happening, I think it's just us figuring out stuff that had been left behind. Because our society is not smart enough to have figured out some shit that we know. I mean, we've just borrowed shit. Our most greatest successes are either lies or things that we borrowed from previous civilizations that we had no idea how they. It's like we don't even know how it works, but we just know how to use it. They don't even know how solar panels collect sun energy. They just know that it does. Well, we don't really understand how a ball of burning gas can charge a battery, but we just know that it does. Well, maybe it's not a ball of burning gas. Well, no, no, that can't be true. It has to be what we think it is because we're smart. The sun is mad amounts of helium and hydrogen collapsing on itself and creating gravity. The two lightest gases known to man, the two lightest gases that rise to the top, are now crushing in on each other to make a sun and cause gravity and cause planets and things to whip around them and fucking for billions of years. Come on, get out of here with that shit. Talk about some grandiose claims with no fucking evidence to prove. I mean, that's just more immaturity. Just they want to make their little fairy tales seem like reality, so they're just gonna lie to everybody, and it's like it's causing us to stifle our progress as a species, and it's bullshit. You know, I mean, it's just the result of an immature society that needs to snap out of it. Wake up, stop being such fucking idiots. Gain some wisdom. You know, see what's happening and then gain wisdom from it, or not. What do you guys think? Are you getting tired of this shit yet? I'm gonna switch it off. Symmetry soothes autism. Well, I could leave it on if you want. Look at the sky. What a fucking mess. I mean, look at this shit, dude. Oh, well, you can't really look at it when it's all fucking kaleidoscoped. Hold on a second. How do you do this? There we go. Look at this fucking mess. No, not my face. This mess. Look at that shit. They've been doing this all day, and it's all fucking. None of those are real clouds. What we got going on over here? Is that blinding you? It's blinding me. Might be a good day to get out and see some sun dogs and some rainbows. I was filming out here that one day and we found an upside down rainbow in the sky. I caught it live too. It was cool. It was an upside down rainbow. I'm like, well, leave it to the Bas Ackwards channel to find the upside down rainbow. Like it was bowing the other direction. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look at that. There might be some sun doggage right there. Hold on a second. No, it's too bright. I can't look. The clouds right there. Can't even see the clouds with this camera. That's weird. I can see them without it. Oh well. How long has the sound been out for? Oh shit. Is the sound off? How about now? The whole time, the whole show? Well, you didn't miss much. Oh well. That's why it pays to look at the chat, huh? It pays to look at the chat. I was just singing songs about, like, you know, the globe and how stupid it is. I'm like, you know, I got no reason to believe that 8,000 miles below the ground, some kid's riding his bike and he's upside down. Fuck that shit. Some dude's swimming in a swimming pool and he's upside down. Some dude's jumping on the trampoline and he's upside down. And I'm upside down from him. He's not upside down. Nobody's upside down. They'd be standing on their head if they were upside down. No. And that's when I was gonna say, don't ever ride that high-speed jet. I rode the high-speed jet down to Australia one time. And true story, man. It's so fast, you go faster than the speed of gravity. You get there before gravity has time to catch up with you, and you'll be all upside down for a spell. You'll be like, fuck, I got globe lag again. I hate globe lag. You thought jet lag was bad, globe lag is fuck. You're like, I don't feel so good, man. I'm gonna go lay down for a little bit, or lay up. I can't figure out what I'm doing. I'm upside down. You don't ever want to ride that high-speed jet. No, sir. Get that fucking globe lag. That shit sucks. Get that globe lag. Your hat falls off your head. Oh, no. No, because gravity, it's, it's fake. It's not true. It's not real. Mass attracts mass. Well, that's a cheap shot. Yeah. Okay. Sure. The only way to, like, actually test for that is to, like, be able to isolate the entire Earth and the sun. Okay, now we're gonna. How are you gonna do that? You can't test for that. Oh, we did these big metal balls at Cavendish, and dude, get out of here. I mean, that is just so dumb. That is just some crackpot lunacy right there. Well, the Cavendish proved that gravity is true. No, no, it didn't. That's funny. That's a real stretch there, and now this is a real stretch. You know what's even more of a stretch is when they come up to you and look at my little gyro compass. It's spinning and moving, and it's proving that the whole Earth is spinning and moving. Your little toy. You're going to walk up to me with a little toy and try to get me to believe that the whole Earth is spinning because this thing is moving. Get out of here. I want to know, like, they say that the Foucault pendulum, it's like, look, its motion is indicating the Earth's spin, see, because it's just going back and forth and the Earth's spinning underneath it. Is that right? So how did that thing manage to separate from the spin of the Earth? And like, what makes that thing so special? Because we know that we can't hover a drone right there and just have the Earth move underneath it. It's not connected to Earth. So how is that Foucault pendulum, which is connected to Earth, but it's on a string going back and forth, how is that thing managing to separate from the spin that the drone hovering in the air can't separate from? Well, I mean, what is there? Am I missing something there, or like what? If it was possible to separate from this elusive spin that we can't measure, then it should be possible on any other instance where it's like we should be able to hover above the ground and have it move from underneath us. Then they're going to try to say, oh, well, you're in the atmosphere is moving with it, and so everything's moving together. You're all moving. Okay. Or it's just not moving. The thing is, if you want me to think that that's impossible to, like, do where you, like, hover above the ground, then you can't have me believe that this thing is showing the spin of the Earth. If it's impossible to separate from it in any other instance, then how can it be possible to do it in this one? Like, it's just, there's something else going on there, man. Nice try, though. Like the logic isn't consistent. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson's, all they got the field goal just because if the Earth hadn't have rotated, and I did some math, and it turns out they wouldn't have got that field goal if the Earth hadn't have rotated right into position. Okay, dude, that's pretty whack because we're not supposed to believe that we can separate from the Earth's rotation. So how did that football, like, how? That's so dumb. Dude. That's just like that's not consistent with your fucking dumb story that you've been telling. Like, you need some continuity here. That's why people are flat earthers, because they can see that your shit's just a big fairy tale. You can't even keep your lies straight. That's what happens when you lie. You just get all mixed up and fucking, you confuse and you step on your own lies and you make a big mess, of yourself. Kneel in the grass, thy son. Oh man, I wish I had some mushrooms right now. That'd be great. That's some good, clean fun right there. And you guys were gonna watch a show with no sound? You guys are great. I love you. But loyal fans. Friends, whatever. Like, he sounds better now without the sound on. It's a lot easier to listen to. You just come up with your own soundtrack. Like that big ass bank of clouds up there. I mean, I don't know. It looks metallic. I don't think that's even real cloud matter. I can't trust anything in the sky anymore. I keep looking up here, and I know there's going to be some kind of sundog at some point, because I'm going to go up there. I'll bring the phone. Because it's got some kind of metallic sheen on the sky right now. I'm not tripping, dude, I swear. After all the jacks are in their boxes and the clowns have all gone to bed, you can hear happiness staggering on down the street. A footprints dressed in red, and the wind whispers Mary. A broom is drearily sweeping up the broken pieces of yesterday's life. Somewhere a queen is weeping. Somewhere a king has no wife. And the wind cries, Mary. The traffic lights that turn blue tomorrow and shine on emptiness down on my bed. The tiny island sags downstream, 'cause the life that lived there is dead.
and the wind screams Mary. Will that wind ever remember all the names it has blown in the past? With its crush, old age, and its wisdom, it whispers, no, this will be the last. And the wind cries, Mary. The traffic lights are turning blue tomorrow. I like Jimi Hendrix's first album. It's so good. Every song on it is just so good. I like his really mellow songs on that album. It's like that other one, like what's it? Waterfall. How does it go? Waterfall. Nothing can harm me at all. My worries seem so very small. Oh, my waterfall. I can see my rainbow calling me through the misty breeze of my waterfall. Waterfall, don't you ever change your ways. Fall with me for a million days, oh my waterfall. Fall with me for a million days, oh my waterfall. Oh. Some people say daydreaming is for all those lazy-minded fools. So let them laugh at me. So just as long as I got you to see me through, I got nothing to lose, long as I got you. Waterfall, nothing can harm me at all. My worries is so very small.
My rainbow calling me through the misty breeze of the geoengineering. I think geoengineering is a geo red herring. It's a geoengineering because I don't think that's really what they're doing. I think they're trying to like terraform the place with as much smart dust as possible. They spray enough of this metal, you know, whatever the shit is, fucking particulates. It's like little nano dust, you know, smart dust. It's if it covers every fucking place on Earth, they can get a signal, and it's like they're bringing everything up online. You know, the cloud, the cloud. It's like, you know, everything's in the cloud. All your money is going to be in the cloud. All everything is going to be in the cloud. This virtual. Oh, my whole saving, my life savings is in the cloud. Well, you better make it rain, man, because they're going to be able to just take that shit, unplug it. You'll be fucked. The cloud. You know, it's like, those aren't real clouds. They just want to be God. That's the thing. They want to be that voice in your head. They want to be everything that God is. They just want to be like in control and creating your reality for you, and you know, just manifesting the worst possible. That's not what God would do. But they want to use God's power to be evil, which would be nothing more than the devil. Like, how could you even think that it's your place to go and spray a bunch of shit in the sky? How could you? How could you put your stamp of approval on something like that? And that's got to be a big industry. Imagine how much of that juice they got to make, you know? They could be spraying. I saw them going off. Just in my one little vicinity here, I mean, I saw a dozen planes leaving these big old. I mean, that's money, dude. It costs money to get that, to have that whole thing operating, and it's worldwide. See, the people that are pulling those calling those shots, those people have transcended the monetary system. Money is not an issue. Sure, they're paying for all the employees that make it, I'm sure, or whatever. They got it all out. I don't know how they do it, but the point is, there's people that are responsible for it, and they don't care how much it costs. It's not even an issue. And the same people that, you know, made sure that their 5G hardware was rolled out worldwide, you know, so they could provide us with a service that we already had. Yeah. We spent trillions of dollars just rolling out hardware to provide you with a service that you already had. There's going to be some good money there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to rake in the profits. Step 2, and then question mark, and then step 3, profit. Where's all the extra money coming in? We're all just paying for our internet bill like we were before. Where's the extra money? Like, why would you invest trillions of dollars rolling out hardware to provide us with a service that we already were paying for? Like, where's the extra money? We're just paying the same bills that we always were paying. We're not paying more. So it's like, how do you generate all that money back? He spent trillions of dollars rolling out this fucking big ugly hardware that nobody was asking for to make our internet fast. It's not faster. It's not even noticeable. It's just, give me a break. We need a better story. I mean, clearly those are weapons systems. You know, they might broadcast internet, but they're short range. I mean, it's not even efficient. You know how much power they run into those 5G towers? You would not believe it. Copper cables as thick as my arm and a whole cluster of them to broadcast internet just locally. That is the most non-efficient system you could possibly imagine. There's got to be other reasons for its presence. And it's the same people that are spraying the sky, that are demanding that everyone in the world get a shot, that are fucking rolling out these. And it's worldwide agenda. That's the stuff that's, you know, beyond government. There's an illusion of countries and fucking, you know, rights and constitution. I mean, it's beyond all that. There's a whole other agenda rolling out that it's like fucking nobody. Oh, well, we can't. So RFK, what are you going to do about the sky being sprayed? You're supposed to be worried about the health of America. I mean, what are you going to do about that? Oh, well, I don't have any control over that. That's just for DARPA. Oh, great. Well, so what's the point of voting for people if we have no control over the things that are most important? So there's no point. Yeah, that's the point I was trying to make. It's pointless. When AT&T rolled out their 5G, they put it everywhere and anyone can see. It's at the park, at the playground, radiating all around. At the local farm and drug, you'll see it up above. At the club, at the bar, wherever you are. If you look hard enough, you know you're gonna find the stuff. We're swimming in the sea, swimming in a sea, ooh la 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 la. Swimming in a sea of directed energy, thanks to AT&T and 5G. If you go to the store, you might see 3 or 4 at the police department, at the window your apartment, the fire station. You can almost taste the radiation. Every city, every town out in the cuts, you bet your ass the place is lit. Fuck up every street, every boulevard, every avenue. You'll see them at museums, even see them at the zoo. If you're AT&T, there's nothing stopping you. Shh. Sometimes they wanna try to be a little more covert. They'll stick it in a flagpole, put it in the cross at church. Sometimes they really just wanna try to hide it, so they'll get creative and try to disguise it. They got those 5G evergreens, even got the 5G panels that look like a palm tree. AT&T, yes, we're swimming in the sea. Ooh la 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 la, swimming in the sea. Swimming in the sea of directed energy. Thanks, AT&T. We're swimming in the sea. We're swimming in the sea. Ooh la 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 la. Swimming in the sea of directed energy. Thanks for 5G. Swimming in the sea. Ooh, swimming in the sea. Ooh la 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 la. Swimming in the sea of directed energy. Thanks to AT&T and 5G. If you go to the store, you might see 3 or 4. I need some backup singers. 3 or 4 at the police department, out the window your apartment, at the fire station. You can almost taste the radiation. Every city, every town out in the cuts. You bet your ass the place is lit the fuck up. Every street, every boulevard, every avenue. You'll see them at museums, even see them at the zoo. Now everybody, if you're AT&T, there's nothing stopping you. And then you got to have the dynamics, where it's just like, okay, everybody, bring it down. Shh, sometimes they want to try to be a little more covert. They'll put it in a flagpole, put it in the cross at church. Sometimes they really just want to try to hide it, so they'll get creative and try to disguise it. Let's make it look like a cactus. Let's make it look like a oak tree. I mean, people know that those things aren't safe to be around and they're ugly, so we figure if we design them to look like trees, then people won't know they're hanging around something dangerous and they'll feel comfortable. It's a great idea because then they won't realize they're in the vicinity of something that could kill them. And it's a lot better that way because then they won't know. We'll just disguise it. Yeah, we'll make it look like a tree or a cactus. It'll be great because everybody will have internet. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we'll have internet, so that's a better way. It's better that way because we needed internet. Didn't we already have internet? Shh. No, you didn't. It wasn't as good. It's better now. It was pretty good. It was about the same, actually. Oh, but it's so much better. It was worth the trillions of dollars we invested for you. I mean, for your split second, your cunt hair of a second of speed. I don't even use 5G. My phone's on on 4 LTE or whatever. 4 lit, I think. Yeah, it is. I have an old iPhone and it's still on. I don't think they still service phones like that, but they do. I'm on Straight Talk and they don't. I'm not on 5G. And I don't think anybody's on 5G, really. Personally, I think it's just a whole other story that's going on there. Your phone might say it's on 5G, whatever. It might be on 5G, but that's not the primary reason they put those towers in at all. I mean, why would they do that? They didn't need to. We already had internet. That's a huge investment. There's a whole other reason those are there. And the data centers that are coming up all over the world, that's also part of that worldwide agenda, that where it's like it's beyond government. Like they're going to figure out some way to get it done. You know, there's certain areas they had to like clear out. So instead of like buying people out of their property, or some people won't want to sell, and it's just going to be really messy and it's going to take forever. We might not even pull it off. So what we'll do instead, because then we'd have to, if we did get everybody out, then we'd have to tear it all down and haul it all out of there and then get everything all cleared out before we could even start our work. It's like, it'll be years. But if we just point the magnifying glass at them from space and just incinerate the town in like 15 minutes, and we just turn it to a bunch of white ash and bulldoze it out of the way, and we're good to go. Hopefully, we'll get all the owners too, so we don't have to buy a property up there, whatever. They're just gone anyways. It's so easy that way. We'll just incinerate places that we want to clear out and put data centers in smart cities. It took 15 minutes for the town to burn down. 15 minutes, better get the fuck out. Yes, I'm 15 minutes to put up a fence around it. Ooh. And now the feds and the FBI, they're all along for the ride. I'm making sure that no one gets inside. 15 minutes, boy, it ain't pretty getting down, right down to the nitty gritty. Got to make way for a 15-minute city. It ain't pretty, pretty. The water was turned off that day. There was no alarm, no emergency response team. It was a perfect storm. No emergency response team. Just cops trying to stop you from leaving. The water was turned off that day when the town burned down. 15 minutes. The town burned down in 15 minutes. 15 minutes, boy, it ain't pretty. Down, right down to the nitty gritty while they're making way for a 15-minute city. It ain't pretty, pretty. Josh Green, Josh Green, Josh Green, Josh Green, Josh Green, you dirty little wise guy. Josh Green, come clean, come clean. You can't go green until you come clean. Josh Green, you dirty little wise guy. This happened because of climate change, Josh Green would say. This happened because of climate change, he said that very same day. I tried to warn you about the climate change, but you should have listened. I tried to warn you about the climate change, and now look what happened. You didn't want to sell your land, corporate interests. didn't want to sell your property. Now look what happened to you. They just come burn you down, take you down, hope you die, steal your stuff. Nice try, wise guy, Josh Green. Took 15 minutes, the boy ain't pretty, getting down, right down to the nitty gritty, making way, hey, for a 15-minute city, it ain't pretty, pretty. The water was turned off that day. All right, I'm wiped out. I'm gonna wrap up my show, but thanks for watching me, guys.